What's up YouTube? Welcome back to yet another episode of the House Show. So in this episode, I'll talk to you about what's actually a townhouse and how do I find this townhouse. If you are currently looking for a townhouse and hence which brings you to this video, whereby after you have checked out the entire plan yet you still confused about what is actually a townhouse, watch this video until the very end, and hopefully in this video I'll able to provide you with some information about what is actually a townhouse. Stay tuned. Before we get into today's episode, I'll just briefly describe what I'll be covering for this video. So basically I'll be covering about the pros and cons for townhouse. That's it. What is actually a townhouse? I found out that townhouse is actually quite confusing as it is a mixture of a landed property but with a strata title. It's quite confusing lah, but after you have seen some of the projects and you have a rough idea what is actually a townhouse, then you'll be alright with it. I'm not sure if these examples explains anything, but I'll try my best to explain it to you lah. Townhouse is actually quite simple. So basically they divide it into two owners, so whereby they have 3 floors, which is the lower floor, middle floor and upper floor. Lower floor, middle floor, upper floor, and then they have 2 owners for these 3 floors. It's something like this, I'll say. This is a lower floor, middle floor, then middle floor, upper floor. So that should be one townhouse. The lower unit is the one connecting the lower floor and middle floor, while the upper unit is the one connecting with the middle floor to the upper floor. Most of the time, the upper units in terms of the price will be a little bit cheaper compared to the lower units. Talking about 3 floors, right? So they only have like 2 owners. How do the upper unit owners access to their flats then? If you still remember that I mentioned about 3 floors, so basically what the upper unit owner has is that there's a door in the lower ground. So once he opened the door, there's a staircase directly accessing to his upper unit. This is the lower unit, while this is the upper unit, right? There's actually a door here accessing directly to this upper unit, meaning to say that the upper unit's owner will not meet the lower unit's owner inside the house because they are both separated lah. So you don't have to worry about that. What are the pros of a townhouse then? So what I'm thinking now is that you are paying a relatively cheaper price, but you are having something that looks like a landed house, but in fact it's actually not. It's actually a townhouse. In terms of the pricing, right, attractive to a normal landed house lah. Which leads us to the second point, whereby most of the time this townhouse, right, they are mostly gated and guarded. You have a better style of living lah, so you don't have to worry much about the security wise and etc lah. But that also links to the cons of a townhouse, where you as an owner will have to pay maintenance fee monthly. Maintenance works needs to be done, so that is why you will pay the maintenance fee lah. While for the other disadvantage, I'll say it's the privacy wise lah, because you're basically sharing a wall with your neighbors, so which is your lower unit lah if you are the upper unit. The upper unit and the lower units, right, they are sharing one fencing, so meaning to say that the car parks might be an issue to you. Another thing to take note on the parking issue is that some developers that offers 2 parkings, but it's side to side. So meaning to say that you have a bigger living room spaces as well, because your house is wider ma. Other kinds of parking that available in townhouse, which I found out, is that they can have those front and back parkings as well. It's also considered as 2 parkings ma. I think lah, that is something that I'll consider, because it's 2 parking as well, but then in terms of the convenience, it's much different. I guess that's all about it for this episode. So if you actually learned anything away from this video and you found that my studies has actually benefited you, then remember to give this video a like and even subscribe to my channel, or even share it to your friends who is actually looking at townhouse at this particular moment. This is James out here. Thank you for watching till the very end, and I'll see you again in the next episode. See you.